Hi students, let us continue with the subject database management system. Coming to the next topic, that is a basic SQL query. So what is SQL? SQL is nothing but it is a standard query language. So basic SQL, it is a standard language for accessing and manipulating database. So the main use of the structured query language is to access and manipulate the database. SQL, structured query language. So the main use of the structured query language is to access and manipulate the database. So actually all relational database management system, like, let me write, all the RDBMS means relational database management system. All the relational database managed systems like MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, Postgres, and SQL Server. So these are all the RDBMS means relational database management systems. So MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, Postgres, and SQL Server is are all the relational database management systems. Users use structured query language as their standard language, database language. So if you take any RDBMS, any relational database, suppose if you are working on MySQL, or if you are working on Oracle, or if you are using PostgreSQL or SQL Server, so whatever RDBMS you are taken, they use only this SQL language, standard database language, as a SQL, structured query language. All are in the form of a queries. All relational database management system are in the form of query language. Okay, now coming to why what can SQL can do. What SQL can do. Okay, so the structured query language executes queries against a database. So whatever database you have taken, means a database consisting of a set of tables, a number of tables will present on database. So they are used to store the records. Each table is used to store the records. So here this structured query language is used to execute queries against a database. Retrieve data from database means it is retrieving the data. So whatever the data we want, we can take the data from the database. Insert records in database. So we used to insert records. So insert record, these are the databases. So SQL structured query language can helpful to insert the records in the database and update the records. Update the records in database. And if you want to delete that particular record, if you want to delete that particular record, you can delete with the help of this structured query language. So you can update the records, you can insert the records and delete the records in database. Create a new database. If you want, you can just create another new database and enter the values in the database. So and then again you insert the record and you can delete the record, or if you want you can update the record, or you can retrieve the information. So create a new database. Create new tables in database. Okay, so a database is having one name. So in that database you can insert number of tables. If you want, you can insert number of tables. Number of tables can be inserted in a particular database. So create new tables in database, create stored procedures in database. No, at the same time, not only the structured query language, you can also store procedures also. The procedures can also stored in database. Create views in a database. A view can be created. So it's just a logical, means a view can be created in database. And it having a set of permissions on tables, procedures and the views. So these all can do with the help of the structured query language. So what structured query language can do? It can execute queries, retrieve the data, insert records, update, delete, create, and create the views and create the stored procedures also. And also it gives the permissions on tables, procedures and views. So these are all the users, means these are all the work done by the structured query language. Thank you.